Guys, welcome to round 2 against Bagheera, who chooses to play first. This hand is great. I have all the things. Keep Bagheera mulligan to 6, so we basically already won. Would you like to concede? I noticed as I was watching the playback of round 1 between rounds there to make sure I was doing things right, recording and stuff, that I had my sounds on in the game. It's so weird to me that I didn't even realize that, because I have definitely gotten really irritated with other Magic content recorders in the past where I'm yelling at the screen, turn off your goddamn sounds, they drive me crazy, and then I'm playing with those sounds on. So there you go. I'm an asshole too. Ah, that's a good card. We would like to draw land in the next couple turns here. I mean, you guys like it better with no sounds? Now it's just quiet. I felt like the sounds, they at least needed to be turned down. It was obnoxious. So anyway, better without sound, I think. Let me know what you guys think. You got the colorless mana. I see what you did there. I can't even block you now. Get on with your bad self. Oh, hit for 3. I feel like that sweep away is going to be real nice against them shenanigans at some point. Hey, ask and receive land. I'm getting in for 3 too, and didn't even cost me mana. So summon some scions. This deck wants Saddleback Lagak a lot, at least a couple of them. I feel like I'd be a lot happier with this deck if I had a couple Saddlebacks. It would just, because I have a lot of dorks. Like, this guy doesn't really do anything, but he gets a lot better if you have the ability to support onto him. You got your little free roll attack here. Do it. You can get me for 3 again? I tremble. No? Okay. Got something else to do. I would like to draw one more land. What? 4/4 for 4. You can play an additional land on each turn and bounce lands to give things trample. Okay, so you're not that good. I mean, whatever. 4/4 for 4 is a magic card. And you did get to play 2 lands that turn, so there's that. Huh. So, things I could do. I can basically play Gravity Negator and pass. I could Clutch of Currents with Awaken if I sacrifice my Scion, which would get that guy out of the way and let me beat for 5, which is more than 0. That would put him to 12. And gain me a little tempo. I'd have a 3/3 tapped. I wouldn't have this guy anymore. Next turn I could maybe I just get the Gravity Negator down. I don't know, actually. I kind of feel like I clutch here. Is that premature clutching on my part? It might be, because I can just go Gravity Negator into Wavewing Elemental and I'm going to take a little beating from this guy. I think I got to slow play this a little bit. I have these really good tempo cards in my hand, but I need to get action in play. I'm going to go with the Negator. Yeah, we use our life total as a resource here and allow ourselves to build the board out. It does suck to not get to attack with Snapping Gnarled on a turn where you have landfall, but that's just another example of why I really want more support in a deck like this, so that I can turn my dorks into things that actually attack for damage. Well, we'll see how this goes. I might just drop Wavewing Elemental next turn, losing the Scion to do that, and then try to tempo out from there. We'll see. We'll see what Bagheera has in mind. Yeah, this is the sort of deck that if I go 2-1 with this deck, I'm gonna have to be pretty happy. I hate losing to anyone with any deck, regardless of how bad my pile of cards is. But that's magic for you sometimes. Well, the good news is he doesn't know what to do. So that probably means he's in big trouble. I got coffee between rounds. That's good news. Just full of all sorts of good news right now. What else? It's a beautiful day in Quilcene. A rainy, misty sort of day. I probably, of all the people who record Magic content online, I might have the best view out my window. So, there's that. I look out across the woods at the ridge. It's a beautiful place. If you could see what I see. Well, that's a pretty good card. Yeah, that's going to be not super easy to beat, actually. He's got his whole, like, play an additional land each turn thing and bounce lands. Yeah, he can make things kind of miserable for us here. He's not attacking, which makes sense. Holy yes. That was definitely the card to draw. Huh. I think maybe I still just build out the Wavewing Elemental here and attack for 2 with the Gravity Negator. I don't know, he can do some crazy things. That embodiment is a problem. And I guess maybe I should go ahead and kill it. Oh, I guess if I miss his Judgment and put a counter on the Snapping Gnarled, that lets him attack for 4. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and press some advantage right here. I think Nissa's Judgment was the card we needed to draw. So make him a 4/4, make him a 3/4, and kill off this character. Mrs. Judgment is good. Yeah. Yeah. I could give a creature flying, but I don't need to do that yet. Nope. If he wants to trade Mina and Den, Wildborn, for a Snapping Gnarled, I accept. Or are you just going to go to 10? I like having cards like this in my hand. No blockers. Take 7. I like the sound of that too. We have pulled far ahead in the race. I mean, I can use sweep away aggressively here too if I want to. I have the ability to bounce 2 guys in 1 turn, which could actually be lethal depending on what. Are you unaware of the situation you're in? You are behind, way behind. You got it. You gonna pump him again? I think you're just dead. Please just tap out for a creature. Thank you. Yep. GG. Stands for good game. And this was a good game. It's over now, but it was good. Yeah. I can just Clutch of Currents with Awaken, sacking the Scion, and go aggro. I have multiple routes to victory right now. Which one do I want to show you? Just 1 card probably, so Clutch will be the one. Bounce you. Make you into a beat. No, not that one. Bounce you. It doesn't matter, Ethan. He's tapped out. Rar. You're at 10 and I'm attacking you for 11 and you're tapped out. Look at all this gas we still had in hand at the end of the game. Have I mentioned how awesome my deck is and how much I love it? I basically can't imagine it ever losing a game. Red green dorks. What do I have that's good against them? Nothing. Okay. Sure. We'll just run it back. Would I like to mulligan? No, but thank you for asking. I don't love this hand, but it can win a game of Magic. And it will. That's a good Magic card. Just a little 2/4 flash guy that gives somebody hexproof. Smell an ambush. Probably not going to get to ambush that guy. He just never seems to want to attack. Oh, he said GG. Me too. Yeah, well, how's that for ripping off the top? Look at this too. I got the Prophet of Distortion and I got protected with Divines of the Recluse. Can be a 2/4 at will. What you got? Turn 3, Mina and Den, Wildborn. You got it. Which is actually kind of a pain in the ass. Well, to the skies. No, Prophet Distortion will not be attacking. See, I look at that and I think, if this guy here were to rumble with these two circus performers. Yeah. I put my money on profit. Stats might not back him up, but gotta get your gut sometime. I could triple block. But just curving into a 5 now. Oh, Grover Rumbler with the whole may play an extra land every turn. This is kind of a combo. You did it. Good job, dude. So that guy's gonna beat for basically 7 every turn. Your curve is offensive to me. What you just did there. Well, not a good situation. Can I even attack with the Sky Spawner? I mean, I'm way behind right now. I can flash in the Void Grafter and Vines of the Recluse something. But Sky Spawner's just not blocking anybody, so... I will be honest and say, if I was a betting man and it was not considered unethical to bet against myself, Pete Rose style. No, I don't think Pete ever bet against himself. Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame. As a side note, I don't think he ever bet against himself. If he'd bet against himself, I would say he's scum. But just for betting on baseball, stupid. All that to say, my opponent's probably going to win this game. I realize it's very... I don't know. I shouldn't talk that way. What are you going to do? Bounce another land? Give another guy trample? Who's attacking? Who wants some? Everybody wants some. Yeah. So what I did then was flash in this 2/4. That doesn't actually look all that good right now. I'm going to give him hexproof. He's going to be double blocking with me. Is my hexproof Scion. You may want to target him, but you may not. Alright. I feel like I have to try to remove this from the board. If my opponent has a trick, I'm going to lose this game. However, if my opponent doesn't have a trick, I'm probably still going to lose this game. We're just really hard on the back foot right now. Vine in the sky. Are Mina and Den going to die? Tune in next time. Yep. Okay. I need to draw something that's not a land. That was not what I was... When I said not a land, I meant actually not a land. Add that red mana again, just to make him think. A red splash. Netcaster Spider. Okay, so... Can I even attack with the Sky Spawner, or does it have to block things? I think I need everybody to block. I'm gonna have to make some ugly trades and stuff. I'm just way on the back foot right now. Alright. I won game 1. Could win game 3. This game's not over. Roiling Waters would be a card. Here's my deck. We already cast Nissa's Judgment? Nope. Could draw that this game still. There's just not that many cards I even want to draw right now. Nissa's Judgment and Roiling Waters might be the only ones that do anything. Yeah, that losing our 2/4 blocker right there is not exceptional news. Okay. So that guy's bigger, and that's a land that can kick me in the teeth. Am I dead? I bet I'm not dead. Who's attacking? Who wants some? Those guys do. Good heavens. You must die. This is stupid. Pump your guy. Oh yeah, if you pump him twice, I die. So I should have chump blocked some more. No. There's no way to win this game. See the line? Do you see the line? I'm dead. Do you see the line? You didn't see the line. You can only do this once a turn? Oh, once a turn. Never mind. Vile aggregate. And it's actually good in your deck somehow. I'm in pretty good position here. Yep. So game 3, I'll probably just set in all my great removal spells. Yeah. I don't really have those. On the play, I could... No, we're just gonna... Well, would I like to play first? This hand is great. By great, I mean it has a curve. Against an opponent like this, who just wants to play big guys and smash her face, this hand is probably not good enough, but what am I going to do? Send it back and hope to draw? No. No, we're just going to curve out. See, he doesn't have a 1-drop. GG, man. Taste it. Prophet is angry. when prophets attack. What is he even prophesying? I crawled up out of the ocean? Like an angry mutant crab thing? What could you possibly have to prophesy about? No 2-drop. That's good. It's really good. That's actually interesting. Options. I can either play a Netcaster Spider, which is pretty unexciting, or play a Seer's Lantern, which lets me cast Wavewing next turn and is probably just the play. Could have tapped my mana different and represent vines or whatever, but Radiant Flames. That's stupid. What is that card even doing in your deck? Okay. No, I mean, it's great in your deck. It's a bunch of fatties. It's great to have a sweeper. I'm not bitter. I'm not tilted. By the way, if you guys have never checked out Alex Stevenson at Seems Good Magic, he's got his YouTube channel. I like Alex. He is a pretty good player who uploads quite a bit of content, and I appreciate that. He also is just champion tilter. He's gotten a lot better, but oh man, it's funny to listen to Alex go on tilt sometimes. Do I clutch of Currents or just attack with the Netcaster? I'm going to try just attacking with the Netcaster, because if he blocks and we get to eat his guy, then great. I'm just going to go with the tempo play here. I don't think this is great, but I'm doing it. I don't have a lot of options right now. Man, that Radiant Flames changed this game so much. I don't know. If I draw a land, it's going to suck a little bit to tap my 3/3 to make a Wavewing, but man, there's no use crying about spilt Radiant Flames. What is even happening there? The fires of Zendikar are always hungry, and there is much on which they can feed. Yeah, including some sort of larva thing. Apparently that's what happened to this prophet here. He got hit with a... I don't even know. What do you got? Yeah, I mean, that's... I think I basically have to play the Wavewing. I think probably Nissa's Judgment is the best card I could draw right now. I don't know. Well, we'll see what comes off the top of the deck, but I'm not feeling super confident about our current position. Nice thing about Wavewing is that even if you draw lands, they're reasonable. And this Vines of the Recluse could get something. It lets the land rumble with the Cinder Hellion. Still not sure that Clutch of Currents play was right, but it probably was, because we'd be behind on tempo right now. Yeah, I just want Nissa's Judgment. That's a bummer. I wish I had green mana up. That makes it far less likely that we're actually going to get to tempo this guy out. Nissa's Judgment would still be very good right now. Like, best possible draw. Do it. Nissa's Judgment. Don't go playing more stuff. It's just annoying. Nissa's Judgment. Yeah. As far as non-Nissa's Judgment cards go, that one is acceptable. These guys are attacking because they can. Do you want to block here? And then pump your guy, and then I Vines. What am I doing? This is the part where I stopped talking because I'm embarrassed and didn't read my magic cards. I just gave away a Vines of the Recluse for no reason. And probably cost myself the game. Because I could have just held back the Netcaster Spider, still got in for the same 3, had Vines of the Recluse in my hand, and been able to untap the island and turn it into a 4/5 that eats the Cinder Hellion. Instead, I chose to pay a green mana and place my Vines of the Recluse into the graveyard for free. Undo. No? If only. Well, I've demonstrated that I'm human and I make mistakes. That was a really poor play. I thought the Stalking Drone got +1/+1. I guess is my excuse. All right. We're still in some kind of position here. I could double block the Hellion. I haven't seen a trick yet that really blows me out there. I can't just take 6, right? Double block the Hellion, double block the drone. If I double block the Hellion and he has a trick, he kills both my guys. If I double block the drone and he has a trick, he probably only kills one. I mean, the drone can become a 3/4, we know this. So the drone just on its own can trade for one of these guys if I take that block. Going for broke. I've already screwed this game up. I would really like to have a Vines of the Recluse still in my hand. And 1 green mana untapped as well. All's fine so far. Got anything else? No, just a straight trade. Cinder Hellion for Gravity Negator. I find that acceptable. It also means I have no more use for this colorless mana, and I probably do want to scry in my upkeep, even though... No, I probably don't. I really can't. Ugh. I have to play defense now. This is a miserable situation. I really could be in a far better position right now if I hadn't screwed that up. I realize I gotta let that go and stuff. It's just frustrating. It's 3 cards in hand to my 0. But I have a Seer's Lantern, so who's winning now? Roiling Waters would be a good draw. Yeah. 5/5. Just the 5/5 coming in. I kind of feel like I have to double block. If I do that, he can kill both of my guys. Trade the Grove Rumbler and the Blighted Gorge for both of these guys. Leaves me with an empty board against his Stalking Drone, but I can't just take 5. So this is me blocking. Oh, I liked how my lands jumped in there to get part of that too. Watch that. We're all blocking you. Oh yeah. Even my lands want to block you. What do you do? Dude with a big stick. Uprooted tree that you use to smash things. There goes my land. Is my spider gonna die to the Blighted Gorge? The nice thing about that is that takes away his colorless source and turns this into just a goofy looking grizzly bear. So we might not want to do that. Yeah, he does. Okay. Got my guy. I'm gonna scry. Bottom. Just gonna raw draw. Snapping Gnarlid. If you don't have a colorless source, I at least have a guy who can trade with your guy. Damn. Did you just draw that off the top? Yep. You got it. Make it 3? Nope. Yeah. That's a guy. Actually, it's 2. Yeah, we are falling behind. Scribe. Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, whatever. I have to take it. Even though it's really not that good in this situation. Make him bigger. Kill him. No, it doesn't kill him. He sacks the Scion, saves him. So should I have killed the Netcaster instead? I don't know. Probably. This has not been the finest game of Magic I've ever played. My sincere apologies to my legion of fans. Here's the good news. This is a Swiss draft, so we get to play yet another round of Magic with this hopeless pile of blue and green cards. You can only really get in with the Stalking Drone. Oh. He does what he wants. Sure. You're just throwing away guys for damage? Acceptable. Do you have a follow-up play? No. Okay. Well, I have a blocker. Because I can make him a 5/5 at instant speed. Does he see the onboard trick? Pretty much anybody you play right now is going to be lethal in pretty short order, so holy shit. Okay. So now I'm just dead. Actually dead. Yeah, well, I made mistakes. I don't know if I would have survived without those mistakes, but we'll never know. Doesn't matter. The game's over. Bagheera wins the match. Ugh. I solemnly swear that I'll play better Magic in round 3.